7-month update of this under desk treadmill that I use constantly. I want to share with you what my experience has been, some pros and cons, but also address some main concerns that I had, like, will I get dizzy? Can I actually type and work? Let me start at the beginning and say that when this first got here, I did need a little cart to bring it up to my apartment because it was rather heavy, because it comes fully assembled, which is actually incredible because I had to do little to nothing to get it started. And although the box itself was heavy, this is actually very easy to roll. When you first get it out of the box, you want to make sure that your belt is not deviated left or right. You also want to make sure that you put the little silicone oil that it comes with on the running belt and let it run for a few minutes. Now, how easy is it to actually type while you're walking? While I'm typing on the computer, my head isn't bobbing around. I think that because of how my hands are rested, almost like my forearms are holding me stable, allows me to really center my gravity, and the only thing that moves are my legs. Because I'm distracted super easily, my mind becomes so much less overstimulated when I'm walking and working. I'm able to actually execute and make decisions faster, streamline my thoughts, and really just stop overthinking as much. I become so much more focused, and I will go hours without even realizing I'm walking for hours, and I have so much work done, and I've been walking the whole time. It's become the exact opposite of feeling dizzy or not being able to type. I'm just so focused in, and my head doesn't bob. I live in a very small 1-bedroom apartment. I wanted to be able to move this easily. I can either put it against the wall or put it underneath my couch. So easy. It rolls right underneath. It's even light enough for me to just push it with one hand. It's no longer sticking out. Fast and easy to set up. Takes less than a minute to roll it under, plug it back in, turn it back on. When you first turn it on, it beeps, but I just hit the little mute button and it turns off. And you are supposed to lubricate the belt every 30 hours of running time. If you start to hear that your running belt is getting a little noisy, stop walking on it, turn it off, grab your little silicone lubricant, pull up the running belt, stick your hand in there, slide it down. And then you let your treadmill run without you standing on it for about 3 minutes and get back to work. So pros and cons. Pros, from a design standpoint, this is absolutely beautiful. The wood design is super aesthetically pleasing, and it is just such a unique treadmill that's pretty enough to keep out. However, it's very easy to roll, to store without it being in the way. Another pro is that it came assembled. There really was little to nothing I had to do to get it started. You just had to make sure to lubricate the belt, make sure the belt was straight. I'm all about buying things that are already assembled, and it's so much more than just getting steps in. It truly does help me mentally focus and get a lot more work done, and I think that's the #1 pro of all of this. Now let's talk about the cons. It is flat. It doesn't have an incline. I'm okay with that. Another con, or just something that it doesn't have, is that it only goes up to 6 kilometers per hour, but I personally purchased this one to work on, so I don't really need it to go any higher than that. But that is something for you to consider. Another con is that you have to have the remote for it to work. I've never had issues with the remote. It comes with batteries. The remote has worked for me thus far. If something was to happen to the remote, just get them to send you a new one. They have amazing customer service. And that's my 7-month update. I love this. This is doing exactly what I wanted it to do, but it's also helping me more than I thought it ever could have. So I highly recommend it.